So let's set up let's set up a data source which is riding mowers. Okay. All right. So we have income is interval, lot size. We need to make that interval as well. All right. Ownership. So that's our target. Okay. And riding mowers. All right. So bring in riding mowers. Okay. So now, as I said, there is no discriminant analysis node in SAS. So we have to use the base SAS discriminant proc discrim procedure. So so utility, so that's your SAS code, right? The file discriminant analysis file. So you see there is the code right here. Okay, let's copy paste that code and look at what it is. So here is code editor. Okay, so paste the code. All right, so proc discrim, so that is our key word. Proc stands for procedure, SAS procedure. So discrim is the discriminant analysis procedure. And then we have to specify the data source. Okay. So what is the data for performing this discrim process? Okay, so these values, the variable names are given under macro variables. So the variables here gives you the variable names in the data set. Macro variables are the variables that are associated with the metadata and so on. So here, if you look at, if you go down to imports, so we have now imported data into this node. It's coming from the data source. Okay, we already created the data source, and from there it is coming into the SAS code node. So that is imported data. Okay, and that is that. That is your import EM. Okay, that is the macro variable prefix, import data. So that's that. Okay. So you don't have to even type this. So if you click, hold, and then drag down, okay, so now and drop, so the name will get dropped, and then you can finish up with the semicolon. And get rid of that. So that's the data. Okay, now we have to identify the class. Remember, discriminant analysis, it separates the data into each class, right? And then computes the centroid for each class. So we need to specify what is that class. Again, that's where the target goes. Because if you don't have anything there, so you go to variables and drag and drop. Right. Okay. So to perform the discriminant analysis and get the discriminant functions, okay, all you need is this. Okay. But if you want classification and so on and so forth, then we need more than this. We'll come to that in just a second. All right. So now we exit. Okay, save it. So now you run the code. Okay, so results. If you go down, make sure that the target is binary, input, there are two inputs, so it's good. So non-owner and owner, how many observations in each of them? All right. So see, this is the generalized distance. This is the Mahalanobis distance that is used here, and here is our discriminant functions. One for non-owner and one for owner. Okay. So let's go ahead and copy that. Okay. And let's paste it down here. Now let's do text to columns. So fixed width is good. All right. Okay. So now let's call this. Let's bring it down here though. Model 2, right? Two predictors. Income and lot size. Okay, so we have income and lot size here. So let's so we have constant, and then we have non-owner and owner, right? So if you transpose this and copy paste this, so take that, so non-owner comes first. So we'll do paste special transpose. All right. So home, paste special transpose. So that will transpose it. And we want non-owner and owner. So non-owner and owner. Okay, so these are the discriminant functions. So L sub non-owner is minus 50.73 plus 0.33 x sub 1 plus 4.68 x sub 2. Okay. Now the L sub owner is minus 72.47, that's the constant, plus 0.43 x sub 1 plus 5.47 x sub 2. Okay. Where x sub 1 is income, x sub 2 is